Rohan was bone-tired. The clock on his office computer had mockingly displayed 1 a.m. He just wanted his bed, a soft pillow, and oblivion. The sprawling office building was eerily silent, a stark contrast to its daytime hustle. He jabbed the lift call button. The metal doors slid open with a reluctant sigh, inviting him into the compact, steel-walled space. Ground floor, he thought, pressing G. The lift began its journey downwards, smoothly at first, then a sudden sharp jolt. Rohan instinctively grabbed the cool metal handrail. The overhead light flickered, once, then twice, plunging him into momentary darkness. The floor indicator panel went completely blank for a heart-stopping second. Then it flickered back to life, displaying 10. But something felt off. A cold dread began to creep up his spine. The lift suddenly accelerated, an unnatural, unnerving speed. Rohan felt his stomach drop, a sickening lurch. The floor numbers on the display became a frantic, downward rushing blur. Then, as abruptly as it had started its mad dash, the lift stopped. The glowing red numeral it displayed was 13. A heavy silence descended, broken only by Rohan's ragged breathing. The number 13 pulsed on the display, mocking him. He fumbled for the door open button, pressed it. Nothing. He slammed his fist on the emergency call button. A crackle, then static. A distorted gurgling sound like someone trying to speak underwater echoed from the intercom speaker. "Hello?" Rohan stammered, his voice trembling. "Is anyone there? The lift is stuck." Only more static, and then a faint, drawn-out sigh. He felt trapped, utterly and completely trapped. A cold sweat prickled his skin. His fingers brushed against something rough, scratches, deep, angry scratches in the steel, almost like claw marks. He banged on the doors. "Help me!" he shouted. The only reply was the incessant, maddening flicker of the lights, then a low, groaning sound. The lift doors began to creak open. The doors shuddered to a halt, fully open, inviting him, or daring him. Rohan stared into the abyss. It was a darkness so profound, so absolute it seemed to swallow the faint flickering light from the lift. He could see nothing. No walls, no floor, no ceiling. Just an endless, silent expanse of black. He hesitated. Every instinct screamed at him to stay put, to not step out. But the lift felt like a trap, a cage. With a deep, shaky breath, he took a tentative step forward, then another. He was out of the lift. The moment his foot touched the surface beyond the threshold, he knew something was terribly wrong. It didn't feel solid. It felt yielding. The air here was different too, cold and heavy with an unseen presence. Just when despair threatened to consume him entirely, his outstretched hand brushed against something. Something solid. He fumbled in the darkness. It felt like wood. A door. He ran his hands over its surface. There was a handle. Cold. Metallic. With a surge of desperate hope, he gripped it and pulled. The door creaked open with an ancient, mournful groan. Beyond it he saw light. Not the flickering, malevolent light of the void, but the steady, reassuring glow of the lift's interior. And through its still open doors, the familiar sight of the ground floor lobby. He scrambled through the doorway, back into the lift. He was standing in the lift, and the lift was on the ground floor. The doors to the lobby were open. He stumbled out, gasping for air, his legs weak and trembling. The security guard at the front desk looked up, a mild surprise on his face. "Working late again, Rohan Saab?" he asked. Rohan could only nod, unable to speak. He fled the building, out into the pre-dawn stillness of the city. The cool air felt like a balm on his heated skin.